Coach Kelly had high praise for you
Yes.
in the press conference. You've already heard.
Well, my mom always texts me and tells me what's
So
going
she was
on.
watching.
So, yeah, she's always watching.
So on the field right now, you're the best cornerback. Did you expect to be playing this kind of role when you decided to go for your undergraduate degree here at Notre Dame?
Well, I had a similar role at Florida. I was a leader there, and I expected to come here and lead. Me and Kavari worked well together, and right now some things happen, but I expect to take that leadership role on and lead those young guys.
Well, and certainly things do happen. Everybody is well aware of the situation that's going on right now, but there does not seem to be either a leadership void, a focus void, or the goals haven't changed at all.
Yes, there's a lot of leadership on this team, and our vision is still the same, our goals are still the same, and that won't change.
And you may be taking on an additional duty right now. You're battling for that starting punt returning job, and certainly have looked very, very good in practice.
Yes, I worked on it while I was in Gainesville finishing up my degree, and I've worked on it since I've been here over the summer, and hopefully the best punt returner wins, and good friends with Greg, so whoever's back there, I just hope we have success.
And while this is your first year here at Notre Dame, everybody on this defense is in the same situation from a scheme perspective, and that Coach Van Gorder is installing this new defensive scheme. How has that transition been for you so far?
Well, I came from a very similar defense, very aggressive defense, a lot of man, a lot of press. So I was already used to it, but terms are different, terminology is different, the language is different. That's been the hardest part for me, but the philosophy is still the same. So I haven't had that much of an adjustment just based off of a terminology standpoint.
So has that made it easier for you in terms of helping the other guys in your role as a leader? Has it been easier for you to be a leader since you might even be more familiar with this style than some of the guys right now?
Yes, of course, especially certain techniques that we use that are more aggressive. I've been able to pull young guys to the side and tell them, what little things they can work on to improve their technique.
Now, you already have your undergraduate degree from Florida, and I know you left there on very good terms. A lot of people probably can't believe that would happen as we look at some highlights of you battling last week down at Culver. Talk about the degree you're going to get here at Notre Dame.
I'm getting a Master's of Science in Management. It's an accelerated business program for non-business majors in undergrad. So that's what I'll be finishing up in I think May.
So and I know one thing about just like the football here requires a lot of time and focus and effort. So does being in the business school here.
Yes,
so how do you manage your time?
I have very little time for free time. I'm used to it though. It's not that much of a problem. Since I came here, I've had to adjust, and I just have to do what I have to do. I have very little time when I get home. I get home late, but it's all part of the process, and it's what I have to do to get where I want to be. So.
You knew you were going to play a tough schedule here. Phil Steele, who publishes an annual college football preview magazine, rates Notre Dame's schedule as the toughest in the country. When you hear that, how do you feel?
I'm used to it. Came from a very tough program. Came from a place where we played a tough game pretty much every week. I look forward to the challenge. Sometimes it's almost harder to get yourself ready for those games that aren't as big as the other ones, but here at Notre Dame, every game is a big one. So, yeah, if you're not motivated, I don't know what to tell you if you're playing here.
You're also a graduate of St. Thomas Aquinas High School down in Fort Lauderdale, a school that Notre Dame has been getting a lot of recruits from in recent years, and you're the nephew of, I won't say long ago because Bobby would get mad at me, but it was a little while
Very
ago.
long ago.
Yeah.
Very long ago.
Bobby Brown, you're his nephew.
Yes.
What is it about the connection that is again developing between St. Thomas Aquinas and the University of Notre Dame?
I just think that this type of program is perfect for the type of kids that come from St. Thomas. A lot of tradition, just a good attitude, good kids. They fit well here in this program.
And certainly you were recruited hard by Notre Dame coming out of high school as well. You actually visited with T.J. Jones and Lewis Nix, so I guess on that trip Notre Dame batted 67% because they didn't get you. You went to a great program at Florida, but they must have done a pretty good job recruiting you. So far, is this place what you thought it would be when you were going through the initial recruiting process?
I kind of don't remember exactly what I thought Notre Dame was going to be. I was just really interested in Florida at the time, and I wanted to go there. But if I would have known Notre Dame was like this, I probably would have came here. I love it here. I wouldn't change anything. I always tell my teammates how much I love it here. So I've had a great experience since I've been here.
How would you describe yourself as a player?
Very aggressive. Pretty savvy. I try to get a good read on the offense before they snap the ball. very smart, and I play a lot bigger. That's what a lot of people tell me. I guess I play a lot bigger than what I am. So.
How were you able to develop the chemistry that you already have? Was it the maturity? Because certainly, if I just walked into the meeting room, I would bet I couldn't tell that you were the new guy on the block.
I just think I don't think it was me. I think it was the team. The team accepted me when I came in. They made it easy for me to transition. I didn't have to do anything. But I remember when I first came here, guys were coming, going out of their way to introduce themselves to me and making sure I felt welcome. And I think that's what's helped me as far as chemistry. It wasn't anything that I did.
So you got another day or two of camp, really, and then you start game prep for Rice. From a secondary perspective, what does the secondary have to do to be as prepared as they can be for that opening game against a pretty good Rice team?
Just clean up some technique problems right now. I haven't looked at Rice. I'm more worried about us, about our defense, just as a whole, in our secondary. But as far as Rice is concerned, like I said, I haven't looked at Rice yet. I'm more focused on getting this defense down and making sure we're all on the same page.
And that's the answer I was looking, because you are focused on yourself now. And really, has it gotten to the point, and did you find this at Florida? I mean, you always scout the other team. You want to take away their strengths. But normally, if you play the best possible game that your team can play, you're probably going to win.
Yes.
So have you always found out that you focus more on you than them?
Yeah, you always focus on more you than them, but sometimes certain situations I like to know what's their go-to route on third and short, or what do they like to do in third and long. Those are types of things that I look for. But playing your best game will put you in those types of situations so you can anticipate the types of plays that they like to run.
Well, Cody, we're delighted you're here.
Thank you.
And we thank you very much for the time today.
Thank you.
Cody Riggs, everybody.